In a world where wars are no longer fought solely with tanks and missiles, a new kind of battlefield has emerged. One that's silent, invisible, but devastatingly effective. This is the world of artificial intelligence warfare. Today, we're diving deep into the high-stakes digital chess match between Iran and Israel, two regional powers locked in a relentless struggle for dominance, not just on the ground, but in the shadows of cyberspace. Welcome to AI War Tactics. Iran takes on Israel. Over the next few minutes, you're going to uncover how machine learning, advanced algorithms, and cyberweapons have transformed Middle Eastern geopolitics. You'll learn about the real digital weapons being used right now, how they work, and what their implications are for global security. And make sure to stick around until the very end, because we're revealing something exclusive, something that shows just how close this silent war is to affecting us all. It's no secret that Iran and Israel have been adversaries for decades. From proxy wars to covert operations, the animosity is deep and enduring. But while headlines often focus on drone strikes and military escalations, there's a much quieter war being waged, one where artificial intelligence is becoming the frontline soldier. This war doesn't involve uniforms. It involves code. It's waged by cyber operatives who never set foot on enemy soil. And more often than not, the weapons are invisible to the naked eye. Malware, neural networks, AI-driven surveillance systems, and autonomous cyber defense platforms. By 2020, it was already clear that Iran had ramped up its cyber capabilities. State-backed groups like APT-33 and APT-34, often referred to in the West as Elfin and Oil Rig, were no longer just hacking for intelligence. They were deploying AI-augmented malware capable of learning from a network's defense protocols and adapting in real time. These tools could detect patterns, exploit vulnerabilities faster, and stay hidden longer than any traditional cyber weapon. Israel, for its part, wasn't standing still. Known for its cybersecurity expertise, the country has developed some of the most advanced AI-driven defense systems on the planet. The Israeli firm NSO Group became infamous for its Pegasus spyware, which was allegedly used to infiltrate smartphones of high-profile targets worldwide. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, here's where things start to get intense, and we're only just getting to the good stuff. Roughly 18% into this war of algorithms, something changed. Iran's hackers began using generative adversarial networks, GANs, to craft deepfake videos and fake personas that could bypass even the most robust identity verification systems. These weren't just for propaganda, they were for infiltration. Iranian operatives used fake LinkedIn profiles powered by AI to connect with Israeli defense contractors, tricking them into clicking malicious links that gave Iranian intelligence access to sensitive files. And here's a real gem you might not have heard. Israel responded not with defense, but with counteroffensive AI. Project Crystal Ball, an alleged collaboration between Mossad and several Israeli AI startups, uses predictive modeling to identify and neutralize cyber threats before they strike. It analyzes billions of data points, network behavior, linguistic patterns in phishing emails, and even emotional tone to flag threats with astonishing accuracy. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video because we're going to reveal a critical piece of information that just recently came to light, suggesting the next evolution of this AI war might already be underway, and it could change everything. So, how does this all work in practical terms? Picture this. An Iranian nuclear facility gets hit with a mysterious malfunction. Official reports say it was a mechanical failure. But forensic analysis later reveals a self-modifying virus injected via a seemingly harmless firmware update. The virus was designed by AI to activate only under certain conditions, bypass Iranian security, and delete itself once the job was done. This isn't science fiction. This is the legacy of Stuxnet 2.0, a new breed of smart cyber weapons. Both Iran and Israel are racing to build systems that can think, adapt, and attack without human intervention. The stakes? Control over critical infrastructure, global influence, and the very fabric of modern life. We're talking about AI-driven missile guidance systems, autonomous drones that can identify targets using facial recognition, and battlefield management software that updates in real time based on satellite imagery and human behavior models. And yet, the most dangerous threat might not be what they're doing to each other, but what they could unleash on the rest of the world. Imagine a cyberweapon that learns how to infect systems worldwide but only activates in the presence of Hebrew or Farsi language files. Or an AI model trained to hijack global financial systems during periods of regional instability. We're entering a realm where AI war tactics can easily spill over, affecting countries far removed from the Iran-Israel rivalry. If you're finding this insightful so far, take a second to like and share this video. It really helps our channel continue to grow and dive deeper into topics that mainstream media often overlooks. Your support fuels the research and ensures we can bring you content that actually matters. Now, back to the battleground. Iran is investing heavily in AI for surveillance, both internally and externally. Using a network of Chinese-made cameras and Russian-inspired facial recognition tech, they're building a digital panopticon capable of identifying dissent in real time. But Israel is going a step further, integrating AI into its Iron Dome defense system. Not only can it intercept incoming rockets, but it now uses AI to prioritize threats based on trajectory, payload, and civilian proximity, essentially deciding who lives and who dies in a fraction of a second. And here's the twist no one's talking about. Multiple anonymous sources suggest that both nations are now testing quantum-resistant AI encryption. If this is true, it means we're not just dealing with advanced digital warfare. We're approaching a point where these nations are preparing for a future where even quantum computers won't be able to break their codes. It's a terrifying but fascinating reality. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the wild card, private tech companies. Both Iranian and Israeli governments are now outsourcing some of their AI development to private firms. This decentralizes the war effort, making it harder to trace attacks and easier to innovate quickly. But it also means that the tools developed in this shadow war could eventually end up in the hands of rogue states, cybercriminals, or worse. And here's the part we promised you at the start, the extra revelation. Recently declassified reports suggest that both nations are exploring AI-driven psychological warfare platforms. These aren't just about fake news. They're about AI models that can simulate public opinion shifts and deploy targeted disinformation to create social unrest, even revolutions in foreign populations. The idea? Win wars without firing a single shot, just by changing how people think. Let that sink in. If AI can manipulate behavior on a mass scale, what happens to democracy, to free will, to the truth itself? This is the future of warfare, and it's happening right now. If you've made it this far, thank you. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you never miss an upload. We've got more deep dives on the way, from the AI arms race between China and the US to how militaries are using virtual reality for combat training. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay ahead of the algorithm.